Welcome to our second segment of The Board. I'm Christina.
I'm Random.
I'm Toxic.
We're coming to you in November sections. We have two huge movies. What we think is huge.
What we thought was worthy to put in our YouTube channel.
That's right. It's Creed 2.
Creed 2.
Man, listen. These motherfuckers don't know who we are. They don't know. They couldn't possibly fucking know, dog. That's from the heart.
Yeah. And Bohemian Rhapsody. Starting off with Creed 2. Love it. As a fan, you can see this two ways. Creed 2 as a brand new Creed viewer,
Yes.
or you can go in it as a Rocky viewer, and that's what I did. I went in wanting the Rocky effect, wanted to tie in the Drago from Rocky 4 to Creed now. I got the similarities. I got the connection. I felt it. I felt the passion behind Drago wanting to kind of like a rematch, sort of live vicariously through his kid. And that's what I felt.
Exactly.
Random said it when we finished the movie. Said it better. Like
it was to me. It was like an old. It wasn't like a western. It was like an old Romans tale where two enemies creeped into the village, saying, challenging the old, what would you call him, the monarch? Maybe not.
Yeah.
But the head guy, and it felt like they were in cloak coming into the Roman Coliseum and asking Caesar, "Hey, I want one more chance," and that will be Drago and Ivan, and I felt like Drago will be
Victor.
Drago
Ivan
and
Drago.
Victor, which Victor is the
fucking
kid
Victor.
name.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Spoiler alert,
Son.
Victor.
But anyways, I thought I had it good that time too. But anyways,
That's great.
Drago and Victor. I probably said it better the other day, but I felt that when he had that one meeting with him in the Rocky's restaurant, it was like
Adrian's restaurant.
it was Adrian's restaurant, yeah. But it felt right there. Like he needed to. Hey, we're here setting this shit up. Let's do this.
Yeah.
Like I got mine, you got yours, and I'm that type that if there's already a first movie, I watched Creed, and then we went to go watch Creed 2. Like I'm that guy. So I love. I gotta go. I can go on because Rocky's character, like my sister said, Rocky's character, because that's what I was there for. Rocky. And I love Michael J. Black. Michael J. White?
Michael B. Jordan.
Oh, Michael B. Jordan, man. My bad, dog. I love him, though. He's an awesome character, dude. I love him, man. He's a good actor.
Yeah, he is.
I just call him damn Dantes. Sorry.
Adonis, yeah.
But go ahead, Randy. What you think?
I agree. I like that. First of all, when we saw the first Creed, we already called it that Drago was gonna come out. So now I'm anxious to see.
I didn't know that.
We still got Clubber Lane to mess with. We still got Tommy the Machine Gun and whoever the hell came out and Balboa. I don't remember that guy's name. But yeah, I liked it. It was just a rematch essentially between both of them, even though.
Right.
It's Clubber Lane's niece. It's gonna be fighting his daughter. If y'all haven't seen the movie yet, he has a daughter, niece. Fighting.
And
then Rocky's son, hold up, no. Rocky's grandson's gonna date Dante's daughter.
Oh my
I forget her name because she has like an old
Greek name.
Greek name. That's what I was trying to go with before. Forgive me.
Clubber Lane
The marijuana.
niece is going to fight Muhammad Ali's daughter. That's a match.
There you go.
Okay, so what I will say about the first one, if the first one was good, of course it got us all hooked on it. It was just like, okay,
the
first Creed.
But this one, the first Creed, it just kind of introduced us to everybody, and now the second one, it kind of humanized. Like it showed Rocky, this machine that we all grew up watching that could take on the world. Like, okay, now he's actually human. Like he's afraid. He's afraid of Drago. He's afraid of what will happen to Creed.
Because he went through a change. Like I don't want to. He said something different in the movie, but he was like it changed him.
He did say in the movie, he's like Drago broke him in ways that can never be fixed.
Dude.
So I mean, like
just to hear The Rock say that.
Yeah, The Rock say
and that was the whole thing about Rocky is the small guy, the underdog, and I always love that, because separate and then going against the best, and then to me like going with the number 4 because that's when the time I was watching Rocky. You know, I watched Rocky all when we, you know, my brothers and stuff. But
growing up, right?
Yeah, growing up. That's what I meant. But it was always Rocky 1 and 2. Now as an adult, like when I was a kid, it was 4 definitely.
Absolutely.
But when as an adult now, I can appreciate all of them. And yeah, I love it when in Creed, the first one, where Adonis asks Rocky that, hey, was he good? And Rocky said he was the best. He was a perfect fighter. His exact words were. And I thought that was awesome.
And it's cool. And I think, like Roland said, growing up, we saw Rocky as his machine things. And Creed 1, Creed 2, it kind of humanizes these people. Like, I don't know if Rocky 4 did that for me because he lost or it killed off Apollo. But something happened here where it was more down to earth. These are humans now fighting. Back then we saw it as, wow, superhero, as gods fighting. And I saw it the same writing, like when Rocky fought Clubber Lang and he didn't have the support he needed from Mick, so he wasn't as focused. I saw the same thing here because, and that may be a spoiler alert, I apologize, but Rocky wasn't supporting him in the first fight like Mickey didn't support Rocky. And you just don't have that focus. When you don't have that person on your corner, you will lose because you need that strength. And it's not only a verbal strength, it's a mind strength.
Yes.
Just to know that you have the number one person behind you. That's how you win fights. And that's what's shown here. And when Rocky decides to do it, then that's your glory. That's when you win.
Exactly. But that's how, I mean, no, you know, love y'all guys out there, my fans, whatever, soon to be fans out there. And I'm not.
Keep sending us your comments,
I'm
by the
way. That rapper. But I think there's a lot of these answers to these kids these days because he, when Rocky refused him, he went to the initial coach that coached his father, but it was his son's. I forget his name. Forgive me, guys. I know you're going to ridicule me in the comments.
Oh, the main trainer.
The main trainer. Remember, he goes with them. So
Duke. Was it Duke?
Yeah, in his mind, he was thinking, okay, I have like sort of the second best, so I can still do this because, you know, this was my original dad's trainer. I think a lot of kids these days are thinking like, you know, I can overcome this crap without my initial person that made me through, made me who I am today. That's like my sister was saying. Rocky was the initial person that he needed there in this corner. But exactly the support
system. It's
these kids these days. I say this as an old man. I'm not an old man, but these kids these days, they feel like, you know, you can overcome the world. Yeah, you can do it yourself. But you need people. You can't.
It takes a village to succeed. You're right. Absolutely, brother.
So,
but why do it on your own when you can have a support system and you get there faster and smoother?
So
exactly. Those are the good points. Do we want to do any other highlights before I go to the part I didn't like?
The one thing too, I like that even though they were like we grew up, they were the bad guys. But in this one, the Dragos were. You can sympathize with them.
Yes,
like,
I wanted to get into that too.
Like, again, spoilers. Like the wife leaves the child just because they were disgraced, and it's the dad building this kid up. First of all, is a fucking beast in the movie. Yeah. It's fucking huge. But
Victor.
Yeah. So like,
I had to think about it.
Towards the end, there's a part where he doesn't want to give up, but the dad ends up throwing in the towel. And it's like at that moment he has to go hug his son because the damn mom gets up and walks out again on him.
Because in the beginning to the end, because you start with Drago, and Victor, you start with them, and you see in the moment when impact where he hits him to wake him up. This guy is bred for battle. Yeah, you know, from the mother escaping, leaving them. Okay, that was gonna extra challenge for them. Yeah. So when he was there, and I love that part for Drago. Damn it! Edit this better, George. Fucking Drago's real name.
Ivan.
No,
Ivan.
No, his real fucking actor.
Lundgren.
Oh, Dolph Lundgren.
Okay, back. Okay.
Dolph
Lundgren. Go ahead and edit that shit good, George. I love this part where he turned around and he saw the ex-wife gone with the other guy, and like he was like, man, I have to go come for my son because at the end of all that shit that I trained him to be a beast, monster, whatever, he had to make sure that and I love the fact that he was jogging at the end with them, like he was like, dude,
like we're still a
like,
team,
and like Toxin was saying that they humanize the enemy, and I always love to root for the bad guys.
Yeah,
so,
always,
you know,
always.
it's just. But you know, and I love that shot when he Dantes won the final.
Oh, yeah.
And then
Yeah.
it kind of pans back. This is a spoiler already. it pans back and you see Rocky sitting there with his little fucking hat and a Creed in his back and you just see the ring like this is what he said it like this is my time's already done. It's your time now.
Yeah, he officially passed
the torch. That's what I told you. I just whispered to Toxin right. I said the torch is being passed. And
It's time for the torch to be.
and I love the actor they picked, Michael
B. Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan. I love them because he looked like Creed. He looked like Apollo.
If you keep hearing them, if you hear them messing up his name a lot, it's because they keep getting them mixed up with Michael J. White, who
Love
plays
him too.
Spawn.
Love him too.
Yeah, but yeah.
Michael Jordan.
Oh, and before we move on, like I just want to before we move on to the part that we didn't like.
Okay.
Big shout out to the female who was sitting next to me, who did not shut the hell up through the whole thing. She sat by herself.
Dude.
She was alone the entire time.
was a creep
She
fan.
was talking to herself. It was funny, but it got really annoying. I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, shut the fuck up, bro.
It was hilarious because she was like, baby. Yeah.
my God.
Oh my.
So
Every
forward
shirtless
to that,
scene. Every shirtless
Every
scene.
shirtless scene.
Watch the midnight show by yourself.
Jesus.
But the parts about Creed I didn't like. The main one for me, well, first of all, Drago, and when we left Drago and Rocky 4, he was all Russian, no English. We came to him in Creed 2, and he's all American. Like all of a sudden, we know American ways. I didn't like that part. Second part.
Hey, come on, he's older
Rocky,
now.
to me, was not only genius writing in the stories, but it was also genius music. You can put on any Rocky tape, any Rocky soundtrack, and you can climb Mount Rushmore or run up Mount Rushmore with that music.
Yeah.
This music this time, I didn't feel it.
Yeah.
I didn't like it. Maybe because I'm an older genre.
I mean,
I don't know.
I like
Tell
the
us what you
workout
think.
music. The workout
But
music got me pumped. So
Anybody knows the old
You got-
soundtrack of Rocky. You
got
can run
twist up
10
there a
miles
little bit.
because
Yeah.
that's what the soundtrack did. It motivated you. It made you believe you were Rocky.
yeah.
This was almost like different. It wasn't a part of Creed, and that's what I felt as a viewer.
Because you wait for that humming, that dun 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 dun.
And
You wait for it, and you're like,
everybody's
oh
pulse
yeah.
up, right? And I didn't feel that this time. I felt
I
just
don't know.
it was more of a power kick. Who had the deepest and darkest pounding up going to the stage? I didn't like it. I wanted the pulse rate to 120. I wanted to run 10 miles.
I did like that Adonis came out showboating like his dad did in the same way.
Oh,
definitely. And we knew it was coming.
But I wanted James Brown this time. Like
I was
his dad
like,
came out.
oh, it was perfect. But I was waiting for James, something like that too.
R.I.P.
But you know, for those fans out there waiting for a slugger, for one of those crazy movies that's just gonna go out there and want to just another action, you're not gonna get that here. You're gonna get that here, and you're gonna get more. Because I'm a story guy, but I love me a good action flick too. But it kept me going. I mean, it kept me attached. I mean, kept me together to the characters.
Yeah.
And it was a good, satisfying ending because I just.
Yeah.
I was like, well, I wasn't sure they could like be continuing shit. Like, they'd be like, nah, he ain't gonna win just yet.
Yeah.
Victor gonna win whooping ass. But I'm concrete. But I love that the names, like you know the Greek names, the Greek mythology
I do
names.
too.
I love those.
I'm just like, wow.
Those parts. I love the you know.
Greek, the god, this that was handsome. Let's relax. Adonis, let's relax.
So we're good with Creed, wrapping it up.
Creed.
Creed 2, thumbs up, thumbs
Yeah, I
down.
had no
I-
problem with it.
I
thumbs
think
up.
I'm a double. I think I'm a in between because the music to me is important. So I think I'm gonna do one up, one down.
Gotcha.
Music to me.